Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we have a defense that loves to quickly get off the field. The Rams are top 10 in defensive yards allowed, and they go up against the Cardinals, who will need to find a way to move the football. So for the call of this week's 17 matchup, let's send it out to our broadcast team, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Well, Larry, there's a new stadium set to open in Inglewood in 2019, but for now, we're in the heart of the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton, and Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They come in playing reasonably well. Losers the last time out, but winners of 4 of 5 before that. Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the very, very talented Andrew Luck.
And Andrew Luck's skill set is absolutely fantastic. There's not anything that he can't do as a quarterback on the field. But I also think that he absorbed a little bit by osmosis some of that great bloodline. His father, formerly a quarterback in the NFL as well.
Charles, the lone setback. On 1st and 10, Luck. And this one complete to Julius Thomas. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left.
Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rusher. It's Jamal Charles on the carry. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Jamal Charles, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. So a big-time scamper there to cap a touchdown on the opening drive.
Sets a tone, establishes not what you call a dominance, but a really good feeling for the team that just scored. But I've got to ask you, partner, what do the analytics say about that type of a run? Does it establish anything else for him?
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a man who won a Heisman Trophy playing on this field back in 2002 from USC, Carson Palmer.
I remember I was doing a lot of college football at the time, and the first time I met Carson Palmer, I promise you, I thought he was a tight end, not a quarterback.
Big boy.
Oh, he's a big frame guy. But what a season he had there, and then able to carry it over as a first-round pick of the Cincinnati Bengals.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. And Gresham's got it over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't it?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And this offense on your screen, one of the guys who knows how to win football games, Larry Fitzgerald.
Plenty of athleticism, but plays the game with incredible intelligence.
On 2nd down, Palmer. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, there's the first time in this game that Carson Palmer finds Larry Fitzgerald. Likely won't be the last, but how about the way these two have helped each other's careers?
Yeah, they really have. It's hard to believe with Fitzgerald, well, really both of these guys, how long they've been in the league now, but Fitzgerald, gosh, 3rd overall pick back in 2004.
Yeah, how about that? Remember, Carson Palmer, a former Heisman Trophy winner, he's finally found a real home in Arizona.
Over the middle, Jerron Brown's got it. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. The defense here for the Rams.
I played college football at the same time as T.J. McDonald's father, Tim. And what a great player he was. T.J. definitely is following in his father's footsteps.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Get ready. 95.
On 2nd down, here's Palmer. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. A 10-play drive that time, and it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Cardinals defense now, they make their way back out there. And a touchdown given up the last time they were out there, so maybe need to refocus a little bit.
And make sure that they don't start finger pointing with each other, because oftentimes when a touchdown's given up, you say, okay, where did that happen? Who broke down? Who gave it up? Instead, just go back out there, be a unit again, and try and play a little bit better.
Yeah, see if they can play a little bit better on this drive. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And here is the Cardinal defense.
Calais Campbell's one of the tallest defensive ends in the league. Has the ability to get low and play the run, and adds excellent kick blocking ability.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Here's Locke. He finds Beckham complete. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. So let me make sure I have this right. He's already found the end zone once, and now he's ripped off a big chunk of yardage here on this one. His confidence is awfully high. So now I've got to put myself in the shoes of the defensive coordinator. Do I go ahead and sell out to try and stop him and force him to do something different? Or do I risk him having a big monster day against my defense?
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Play action. It's Locke. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Got a man open. It's Brian Quick. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Here's Charles. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
A touchdown apiece here in this first quarter of play. 7-all is the score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. Here's Luck. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Now it's Zerline to try the Ram field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Zerline's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the defense for Los Angeles as they head out to set up shop. And a tight ball game here, and in these close ones, every drive becomes magnified.
And we don't want to overuse the word critical, but it feels that way as they head out there for this possession. They need to get the ball back and give their offense a chance to get them totally back into this game.
We'll see if the defense can do just that here. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Again, it's Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I would not want to be an offensive lineman in today's NFL, especially not a center or a guard, if you got to deal with these massive defensive tackles who could not just beat you with strength, but they can beat you with quickness and guile as well. They can get upfield and make plays. And a lot of times what they're taught, just go ahead and tackle everyone that comes in your area and keep the run with the ball.
Let's go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
On 3rd down, Palmer. He checks it down here to Ellington. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now on 4th down, here's Drew Butler in punt formation. Deep for the Rams, Tavon Austin. This is taken at the 18. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll come out in the pistol. A first down carry here for Charles. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
On second down, here's Locke. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now, the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
We got three, fellas, we got 3.
They come up in an offset eye. Now a play fake here on first down. Going underneath for Charles. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They go back to the ground now with Charles. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On 1st and 10, Locke. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball, but when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
3 down.
Charles the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Jamal Charles with touchdown number 15 of the year and second of the game. And the Rams add on to their lead. Not a bad start for him. 2 drives for the offense, 2 rushing TDs.
Almost like he's in the percussion section in the band, isn't it? Got a little oomph, right? Got a little crash, got a little bang. He's got it all as he gets to the end zone. Second rushing touchdown, as you noted, on 2 drives. He's off to a terrific start.
Okay, you ready? Wait for it. And his kick is good. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And Jamal Charles able to cap it off with a touchdown run. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And this kick goes out of bounds, and that's obviously why the flag comes out here.
And now you can see the defense greeting the kicker as they go out to play. The starting field position for the offense is excellent, puts a lot more pressure on the defensive guys.
Yeah, and if the kicker thinks he's lonesome, he's really lonesome after a play like this.
Yeah, he better hope that he's lonesome, because who's ever standing next to him is probably on the defensive side, and they're none too happy.
13 yards there on the pickup, and that'll be good for an Arizona first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go. Blue, 95. Blue.
They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. Caught, right side, Gresham. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it'll give the Cardinals a first down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Get ready. Blue 58. Blue 58.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
On second down, here's Palmer. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
4 down. Get ready. 1-18. 1-18.
And Palmer gives to Johnson. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Blue 95.
On second down, Palmer. This will be caught at the 2. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. First and goal, defense with their backs, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, his 11th touchdown of the year, and the Cardinals draw a bit closer.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front, giving him at least a stalemate in order to find that space?
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't they? Point after now from Catanzaro. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's David Johnson who provides the capper as he scores on the touchdown run. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here comes the Cardinals defense. They head out and get set here. See if they can regroup a little bit. They gave up the touchdown last drive.
And you know from our meetings with coaches all across the league. One of their pet peeves, when teams get down, a lot of these guys now, they want to treat it like it's a video game or something. Hit reset. Let's start over, coach. The first two series, they don't even matter now. Let's play again. That's not how.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Robert Kimdichie in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
On second down, Jamal Charles. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Not my house. Not my house.
And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. Throwing on 3rd down, Love. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And the Cardinals going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Fielded at about the 28. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Getting set to go again, here's Carson Palmer heading back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to
looking for Floyd, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's Luck. Over the middle to Beckham. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. The lone receiver right is Cooper. On 1st down, Luck. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it, no one got it. Back to the air, Luck on 2nd down. A dump off from Mason. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Now a 1st down throw, Luck. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. 2nd and 10, Luck again. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that. And Terry.
And oh, it's blocked. The Cardinals pick it up, but he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again. Here's Carson Palmer heading back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Now Palmer on first down. Finding time. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Pass interference. Defense.
So pass interference, partner with all the rule changes. It is hard to be a defender in the pass game.
Brandon, is tough in college. It's a lot harder in the NFL. You can't touch him after 5 yards downfield. You can't touch him while the ball's not in the air. You can't touch him at all until the ball is at the receiver's hands. Very difficult to be a defender in today's NFL. Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast, but sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you, and maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
Yeah, a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report. Here's Larry Ridley.
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Rams secondary has done a good job to slow down the passing game so far. The Cardinals had a lot of success throwing the football last week, but the same throwing lanes haven't been there. All right, let's roll those moving pictures. Early in the first, Charles going to take off here, and he caps off the 2-play drive with the score. Rams up by a touchdown. Cardinals Cardinals have it at the 12. Palmer's pass will go into the end zone, and this play will go for 6. We're tied back up at 7. Rams lined up at the 5. Charles gonna look for space, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown, pushing the lead to 10. Late in the second, Johnson's gonna hit off the left side, and he capped off the long drive with the TD, cutting the deficit to 3. Still late stages of the second. Here the defense will come up with a pick. Allen's happy to come away with the pick and end the drive. After the INT, offense comes out now. Luck's got the completion out of the gun, and it's caught for the score. Rams up now by 9.
All right, Larry, thank you. A fairly tight game here as we get set to resume play in this second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On second down, here's Palmer. And this is Michael Floyd, complete. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Get ready. 1,
Palmer gives to Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
They come up in an offset eye. Andre Ellington, his first carry. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to put coverage here.
Now Palmer to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Here we go. Blue 58.
4th down, here's Palmer. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Everyone's got 4 down. Here we go. 1, 18.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Palmer. It's complete to Brown, right side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Here's Palmer to throw. It's hauled in by Ellington. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Now it's Palmer. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Second down now after the incompletion. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense.
I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warm-ups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands leverage as well as anyone in the game. A big-time wrestler in high school. He didn't lose very often.
3-time heavyweight state champ in South Carolina. And Catanzero's kick is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the field goal. The part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 1st and 10, Locke. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Well, good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying. Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. 3rd and long, it's Locke. A dump off for Mason. That one goes for 24 yards.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Over the middle to Beckham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And now the offense operates in the red zone. From the red zone now, Locke. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Can't find anyone open. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
All right now, blue 58. Blue 58.
Off the play fake. Here's Palmer. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And the dreaded 3rd and long here for the offense. This is Ellington. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Now Austin. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Jamal Charles now gearing up to go again on offense. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Here's Luck, looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Luck looks to throw on 3rd and 1. He finds Beckham complete. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Simple slant route and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
Again, Luck. A dump off for Charles. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. So often you hear defensive coaches talk about we need all 11 on every play in order to be a good run-stopping unit. And sometimes it starts to sound a little cliche. But did you see the free safety on that play? Knifing through and running down the ball carrier. A huge, huge play. And when you have a free...
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Odell Beckham with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Rams add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Let's go, let's go. Blue 95.
Now Palmer on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. William Hayes in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Now Palmer to throw on second down. And Gresham's got it over the middle. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Still in search of the first down after that last completion. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. From the gun on third down, it's Palmer. Over the middle, Jerron Brown's got it. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Watch time. Tight end right. Here we go. Blue 95. Blue 95.
Now a play fake here on first down. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Anytime you call man coverage against Larry Fitzgerald, you're really holding your breath as a defensive guy, because his ability to run such precise routes and use that big frame that he has, that body against you, it's going to be very difficult to break passes up against him.
Yeah, when you make 9 Pro Bowls in your first 12 years, you might want to give him a little bit more coverage than that.
Yeah, it's not just athletic ability. He's a thinking man's receiver as well.
Let's go. Blue 95.
Again, it's Palmer. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Jaron Brown, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Here's Palmer, dumping it off for Johnson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Third down, Palmer. He checks it down here to Ellington. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3-and-out.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And the Cardinals now heading out to defend. Last drive, touchdown, surrender. Here, see if they can stop them.
It's always a constant battle of letting the last series go, good or bad, but especially bad. Give up a touchdown. Okay, forget the finger pointing, forget the blame. Go back out and play the defense you know you're capable of and help your team out.
And probably look to the leaders as always.
As always. They're going to be the ones going to grab some people and say, all right, let's do this thing.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. To throw on second down is Love. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. And now this is back-to-back weeks that he has treated us with a really solid performance.
We know he's great. We expect it. But this is pretty special what we're watching here. We're watching a guy in total command of every situation, throwing the ball well, guiding his team, moving them. This is a whole lot of fun to watch.
That was fun last week. Sometimes it feels like we're at all these games.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And he fields it cleanly. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
15 yards through the air and a first down.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got time. Completes it over the middle to Floyd. And he's brought down.
Holding offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. From the gun, it's Palmer. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So with the yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
Over the middle here to Brown. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Get ready. 1, 18.
Palmer to throw again. And Gresham's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards there on the catch and run. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw. Dumping it off for Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. He'll look to throw. He's got Floyd out left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Face mask. Defense.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. And they're going to speed things up here. He's back to throw. Incomplete. The intended receiver, Andre Ellington. And it's 3rd down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't get that done on that play.
Well, looks like they might be expecting a pass, an extra DB in on 3rd and goal.
That's how the game has changed. Now we think pass first, even in goal line situations.
And a tough spot to drop that down here, 3rd and goal.
And so many times when you analyze a play like this, you talk about the people around him and maybe his focus was gone. Sometimes just simply him understanding how close he is to the end zone and a chance to score, and he tightens up and doesn't complete the play.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Right now, 1, 18.
Back to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Larry Fitzgerald with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
Love the excitement we've got going here. They just scored the touchdown. They're down by 1. How much fun is it now to figure out the possibilities? Kick the extra point and tie it. Go for 2 if they're really feeling in a gambling mood. What do you do in this situation?
Think you kick the PAT.
Yeah, I do too. Kick it, get my defense ready, and try and stop them one more time.
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Going underneath for Charles. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Love. Caught. up left side by Hilton. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Mason. Oh, he bowls over it. He won't go down. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Luck. A dump-off for Mason. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Second down now after the pass completion.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The tight end, Julius Thomas, the intended target, and it's third down. Offense faces a third and medium with 6 yards left. Now it's Luck. He finds Beckham complete. Odell Beckham Jr. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. So they do get it across for the game-winning touchdown, barring, of course, something crazy happening on the kickoff.
So if we take the crazy out of it, that's the way you close the game out.
Zerline now for the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. One last shot for Palmer. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Los Angeles, a final win means they will finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-4. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Arizona, we'll have to see what happens as they're going to finish the year 10-6. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park in L.A.